Hey guys, Chris here. Today we're going to take a look at my new sleeping bag. I got the Kelty Cosmic Down Zero. That's going to really help me in the winter. We're also going to pair that with the Nemo Tensor Insulated Regular Wide, and on top of that we're adding the Hikenture Ultra Light pillow. Okay, so normally I use my Kelty Cosmic Down 20. This is a really good bag, but it's really essentially a 3-season bag, and it is 600 fill dry down, 3-season, 2.15 pounds. I got the extra long here, which is for somebody that's 6 feet 6 inches long. And this is 72 by 24. This works really well, but for what I've been doing, once I get below 30 in this 20-degree bag, I'm really feeling the cold, about 28 to 30 degrees. So I got the 0-degree bag, and it's not technically a 0-degree bag, that's just what they call it. This is 3 pounds, 1 ounce, and this is technically a 4-season bag, 550 dry fill duck down. And what that means is a 550, 300 to 900 is the range. So once you get closer to 900, it's warmer. It's a warmer bag. So this is a 550. This is a 600. You can see the difference in size on these guys. This is quite a bit larger. So I needed a compression sack to make this work. So once I used the compression sack on this, I was able to get it to fit inside my Osprey Atmos 65, and that really made the difference. It made it doable for me to use this. So this is gonna make a big difference in my winter camping. The Zero, like I said, it's really not technically a 0-degree bag. Its comfort rating is 17 degrees. The limit is 4 degrees. So really, if you take that limit, you add maybe 10 or 12 degrees, you're gonna get a sleeping bag that'll get you 14 to 17 degrees is your realistically your comfort rating on this. Whereas the 20 was closer to about 30 degrees, which is what I found out. That was my experience with the 20. And so I'm really just trying to add about 15 degrees to a sleeping bag so I can just be comfortable when it's 10, 15 degrees. And this was not comfortable at 10 or 15 degrees. 25, 30 or so is just fine. So this is 3.1 pounds. This is the regular, which fits somebody that's 6 feet tall. And this is a mummy style bag. And it comes in at $219 for this. And the Kelty Cosmic Down 20 is $159 on that. So they're both really very affordable sleeping bags, because sleeping bags can go up to $400, $500, $600, $700 easily. And this is duck dry down. They're both dry down. But like I said, this one just does not quite cut it for me when it gets those cold mornings while I'm out backpacking. So let's take a look at the features on this. Okay, right away, you can just see how thick and puffy it is. I really like that. I can tell it's going to be nice and warm, and just by looking at it, it's just a lot thicker than the Kelty Cosmic 20. This is a 550 down. There is a draft tube in there. What that means is around the top here, around your front and your back, around your neck, is this tube right here. See this extra piece sewn in here? And that goes all the way around like this. That works really great just to keep the extra air from getting down inside the sleeping bag. Also, that draft tube, there's another one that goes down along the zipper here. And that goes all the way along, so you're not at night feeling some air coming through that zipper. There's an actual tube of down right alongside that. This has dual zippers on it. So you got one here, and if you wanted to put your feet out down here, you could. So the zippers go from the bottom up and the top down, and that just gives you that extra option if you want to stick your feet out or whatever you need to do. There is a kind of an extended foot box on it, So that allows your feet to breathe a little bit. It's just a little wider there. I think that's really nice. That's something they've been doing the last several years. Sleeping bags. Also, at the bottom here, we have these hanger hooks. Really important not to keep your sleeping bag compressed when you're not using it. It's best to hang it if you can. I found these coat hangers like this work great. You can just put it on like that. And see that? And then just hang that in a closet like that. That works great, and it's not going anywhere. There you go. It's not going anywhere. Also, you could take this and just kind of wad it up like this, and you see how it's not compressed, and then just drop that into a plastic storage bin to store it like that even, if you don't have the room for hanging it. But overall, super comfortable, and it's gonna get me some degrees to keep me warm on those winter nights when I'm backpacking. I'm gonna be doing some backpacking this winter, and so it's gonna really help me. I'm gonna crawl inside here. Okay, so this is a mummy style sleeping bag, and you can put that over your head, get a little bit lower here. And here's the draft tube. This goes right over here. Also inside here we have a zippered compartment right here. Look at that. Take your headlight, put that inside there. It's really just nice knowing right where your headlight is. I'm always looking for the headlight. I always put it right next to me, but now I'm gonna put it inside here. But yeah, you put this up, zip this up here. And the zipper is a heavy duty zipper, so I don't struggle with it. I don't like zippers that I struggle with. But look at that. Very comfortable, and the draft tube really makes a big difference. But yeah, this is my sleeping bag, the Kelty Cosmic Zero. So there you go. And they have this is the regular. They also have a long, which I decided to go with the regular just to have less to compact in my compression sack. So there you go. So I'm going to be pairing that up with the Nemo Tensor Insulated. This is a wide, regular 72 by 25 by 3. That is 3 inches thick. This is very comfortable. This is as close as you're going to get to sleeping on a mattress in the wilderness. 1 pound, 3 ounces, 3.5 on the R value on the Nemo Tensor. That is kind of a mid-range R value. It is a thinner material. It feels a little more sensitive. You got to be careful around sharp things with it. It's not as tough as my Climate Static V Insulated, which is a 4.4 R value on that, and that is 17.4 ounces. It does roll up a little bit bigger. It is a little bit heavier. I still like this. This is 59 bucks. This is $159, so you can see the difference. So I'm still, checking out what works for me at what time of year that I go out backpacking, and the weight. And I do like how this rolls up really small like this. This is a little bit bulkier on the Climate, but $100 more, so you really got to weigh that out. And to finish it off, we have the ultralight pillow by Hikenture. And this is really similar to the Trekology pillow. This comes in at $14.99. I think the Trekology is $15.99. But for winter, it has this quilted, if you can see that, there you go, quilted pillowcase cover, which is washable, reusable, removable, and that is really appreciated because in the winter your pillow can be cold and you don't want to have to warm it up with your head for a minute or two before you start out. I have the valve here. It's got a push button valve like that. 3 or 4 breaths, snap that back into place there, and you have a comfortable pillowcase on your pillow here like this. That works really well. That fits nicely inside the chamber here where your head goes. Look at that. Just fits nicely right in there. It's already waiting for you. That just adds to it. It's got a nice ergonomic shape to it like that. Very comfortable. It does have the strap on the back. You could strap it in the back of your sleeping pad if you want. Whatever use you can find for that, but that really helps there. Very similar to the Trekology, but the quilted really makes a huge difference with that. So that is my sleeping setup. I may switch out with my climate insulated. That's what's good about having extra gear, depending on the conditions, what you're dealing with, what time of year you want to kind of match your gear to the season and the conditions, and that will really help keeping you warm, dry, and comfortable out there when you're doing your backpacking. So yeah, and this one actually matches perfectly as far as the color goes with the Kelty Cosmic Zero here. Very nice. So between these here, we have 159 for the Nemo, $219 on the Kelty Cosmic Zero, and $14.99 on the Hikenture Ultra Light pillow with the quilted pillowcase. So there you go. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year. And we still have the Kelty Cosmic 20, and that's going to be more of my summer bag, which this thing compresses down really nicely. I'm going to have to get it out of the sack and hang this in the closet with this. But you can see this thing is so thick. I love it. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Anyways, that's my latest device to keep me warm. So we'll see you next time. As always, keep hiking. It is a very robust bag, and it's going to make a huge difference. And the only difference between a compression sack and a stuff sack is the compression sack, the compression sack has this top piece with 2 to 4 straps around the side. That's it. That's the only difference. Otherwise, this is just a giant stuff sack. But yeah, and then you just go around. Just do one at a time. And keep going. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Huge difference. It is definitely bigger than the 20, but it's winter, so it's fatter. It's winter, so you got to do what you got to do to stay warm. This is called the Red Camp compression sack. They got different sizes. I think I got this for $7.99 on Amazon. If you're interested in a compression sack, look up Red Camp on Amazon, and that will make a difference.